Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Saturday stream. I'm Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas's right. How you doing, Lucas?
Dude, you got it on the first try this time. You didn't have to guess what day it was. Boom, baby.
I'd
I'm
say I was
into it.
practicing, but I never practice, so that's not true.
Pew, 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 straight from the hips.
Either you get it or you don't, right?
Most of the time, I don't.
I've had the practice of us doing this for.
We've been doing this for a while now. We're in like 3 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it was before you did your face reveal right around the time of the New York City event in 2022.
Here, 1 second. I'm gonna go back. I can actually tell
So
you when my first stream was.
It's been over 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it started back in December of 21. It looks like.
Okay, so we're coming up on
A hot minute.
Yeah, 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years come Christmas time. It's a long time. It's a long time.
Yeah, that's good
How
stuff.
are y'all doing here in the chat? Hi, Gardican. Hi, the Yolks on you. Hey, Ann and Joyce. Hey, Amanovic. For some reason, Amanovic didn't show up on the Restream chat, but they show up on the Twitch chat. And I'm confused as to why that's going that way, but whatever. I've got both chats up anyway. Hey, everybody on YouTube and Twitter. We are going to be playing your games. And enjoy. We played Test Cricket. We played Test Cricket last stream. I'm sorry you missed it. But you can check out all of our previous streams on YouTube. And for a little bit, you can check them out on Twitch. So on Twitch, it does have, and I guess you can do the replay on Twitter also. Although I don't know how long it stays up on Twitter. Twitch usually holds on to the streams for about 2 weeks, and YouTube keeps them forever.
Forever.
If you go to the Sandbox Game account on, I don't know why I typed it's already here up on the screen because we're live. You see we're live here right now. If you click this live tab, it will take you to all of our previous live shows, going all the way back to, well, the old Sandbox and Sandbox Evolution days before I was here. There's some live streams there. And here we go. Here's some of my first ones. We talked about Square Enix joining the Sandbox. We haven't talked about that.
Look how small the map is. Look how much of the map is revealed right there.
Yeah. So long
the fog
ago.
of war is strong with that one.
This was the first land sale. That was a 7-hour stream. I don't think I was live for this. I think we just had it up to like show it in progress. You can see the old. I mean, this stuff is fun though for me. This is like some of the oldest stuff that I ever made. Not so much my old little thing here. Not so much me talking or me on camera because you know, I've gotten better. But what was fun was checking out. This is version 0.08. So the 0.8 is a little weird because then we went from 0.08 to 0.1, but not 0.10. We like changed it. Oh, I was so happy with that transition.
That was a good transition. It should have been
the zoom out, but specifically what I did with the text. I spent a hot minute on doing this little text.
I like how he's walking as he falls.
Yeah. I still have that orange hoodie. It's kind of falling apart though. This is my pumpkin spice hoodie.
It is a very pivotal hoodie in the Alex lore.
So this is what speaker components used to look like. And just the colors are so much different than what they used to be. But I mean, we still have Max. We still have these trees. We still have all this grass and these blocks. A lot of the graphics are the same, but like the overall look has changed. This is what the old Skybox used to look like. It was just static clouds. They weren't animated. And then that's our speaker there.
Grandpa, what was it like when you were a kid?
This is it's funny. That little transition there was me mimicking teleporting for a video, because like there were basically no behaviors. We had some moving platforms, we had some like speech bubbles. There was no attacking, there was no much of anything. Where'd it go?
There were hopes and there were dreams, Alex.
There were hopes and dreams. So we had some moving platforms, which we did not stick to very well. They would slide right out from under us. But I predicted that we would have teleporting in game. This is back in March of 2020. And so I like spun the camera around, and this was just for the video. Made it look like I teleported up there. Now we actually have it. It doesn't have a spin though. It would look cool with a spin.
It's very like what's the show I'm thinking of? The old Batman. When they would do like the transitions. Like Adam West would be so proud.
Yeah, it's like a trumpet. Yeah, it's like too fast for me to try to mimic it. And then we would show. Oh, do I show the editor in here? I think I do. Well, this is what the in-game chat looked like here. Oh wait, no, this wasn't in-game chat. This was actually the stream chat. We did these little speech bubbles on the side. But we had this edit and play button up here. And yeah, this is throwing me way back. So yeah, this is how far back our live stream history goes. Except for the brief period where we weren't using YouTube this past year, when Twitch decided to change all of its rules and was like, we couldn't do certain things. We couldn't use Restream. Those ones aren't on YouTube necessarily, but some of them might be on YouTube, like as a manual upload, but they won't show up in the live list. Yeah. I still had this like in the Game Maker for a long time, but I couldn't open it anymore because it was such an old version that it just wouldn't work anymore. I'm getting super nostalgic right now. These old graphics.
I can hear the nostalgia vibes just seeping into you.
Yeah. All right.
Dig it.
So, yeah, you can go back and see those streams, but as far as playing the cricket game, you can see it right here. We did that on Wednesday. And we had a fun time. I did really bad at the parkour for a little while, and then what happened? Oh, I got a game over with the with trying to catch the cricket balls. But we read the whole description about how you get points and how you can submit them. So we shared all of that stuff. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was a game that I said that we should play next time, and I think I added it to my list. Office Rebel by I Am Nagul. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, they had the great thumbnail.
Yes. Someday in some years we will maybe be looking back at this stream. Who knows? I mean, possibly. I usually go from like whatever happened in the last week or two to like remind myself of what we had talked about, and then I'll go all the way back to the beginning. I don't usually go in the middle too much, because there's a lot of it when you stream 4 times a week. It's there's a lot in the middle. You get lost.
There are times where like people will ask me questions about things that related to the stream, or you know how it is, and I'll go back and I'll end up like watching some of the clips that people make of like the fun or funny moments that happen. And I can't tell you how many times my wife has walked into my office and I'm watching a clip of myself. And she's just like, are you watching a clip of yourself again? And I'm just like, but and there's no defending it. But it's funny. Like I watch these moments and I just enjoy them. And I'm just like, will you come over here and watch this? Just come.
It's like home movies. Right?
It really is, but home movies that I actually want to see.
Right. Yeah, not some very poorly handled like Super 8 crunchiness of kids falling down at the beach.
shoulder camcorder.
Oh.
It's like your best friend's like, hey, come watch my son pick apples. I'm like, oh, your son's sitting across the table and I'm watching him eat applesauce and he's doing a pretty bad job of it live. So I don't want to see a video of it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, I gotta admit, I do the same sometimes. I'll be watching I'll be trying to find a spot for like a clip or like if we answered somebody's question and somebody else asked the question, I'm like, oh, we just talked about that. Where is it in this video? And then I just find myself watching it and I'm like, we're funny.
I do the same thing. I'm so glad that I'm not alone.
Yeah. All right. We are going to jump into Office Rebel by I Am Nagul here. So that is firing up. It is multiplayer. I just put a link to it in the chat if you want to join us in playing this.
So I'm actually going to start. Oh, 1 second. Got to take care of something real quick. Pop. Okay. I want to start taking these links and going to the official tweet, actually putting them in the tweet itself, so that everybody who's watching on Twitter, but also not just that, but after it's over, if you and I want to come back and take a look at what we played, it'll be an easy way of figuring out what was played when and where.
Mm-hmm.
Office Rebel by our friend I Am Nagul.
I Am Nagul is here in the game with us, and they are a very good artist. Welcome. Work is optional. Fun is mandatory. Welcome to the team. Oh, hey, Lieutenant General. Okay, we got a fixed camera. We can attack. And let's see. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Ah. I just grabbed all of that equipment. Beautiful. All right.
I agree.
So, Nagul says, oh, you're here too? Looks like you've caught wind of the latest craze. The big challenge and giveaway. Caught wind of what? The boss is out, and I told everyone to steal office stuff to create their own epic room. It's total chaos in here. Seriously? Sounds like my kind of challenge. Absolutely, just pick a room, mark it busy, and start decorating. When you're done, switch it to done, snap a pic, and send to I Am Nagul's X account. Oh, and don't forget to set the room status back to free when you leave. Oh, okay, cool. So we get to mess up. Are you guys blocking me in here? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Do it. Block him in.
So we could mess up the bathroom. We've got we got a treasure room here. We've got a cat, and are these balls of yarn we can kick around? What are these? I am creative disorganization. Where are these people? Do they talk? They don't talk. We've got we got the monkey pooping rainbows here.
I mean, if all monkeys would just keep pooping monkeys, the world would be such a better place.
Did you say if the monkeys would just keep pooping monkeys?
If I did, I meant to say rainbows, but I mean, both work. If at least at some point in this process we get a rainbow, that's what I'm aiming for here. It's monkey plus rainbow equals happy.
Got a bunch of Smurfs. Dead mouse. Okay, I kind of like this room. How do we mark it as occupied? Wait, I saw an interact. Where'd it go? Oh, I just grabbed this person. I'm not seeing how to mark it a room as busy. There's a lot of cool little spaces in here.
I was about to say, hey, Alex, I got a question for you.
What's up?
How do you feel about that office furniture?
I like it. What do you... That feels like a leading question, like you're expecting a specific response, but I don't know. I like it. I like it.
No, that you often comment on office furniture or office supplies, chairs, desks, things of that nature. So I was just giving you an in so that you could start talking about it.
Yeah. It's all about the laser copiers.
I was just going to say the reason I asked is because The
Yeah.
3D printer on the desk is so neato, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
laser printer looks like something straight out of the real world. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I feel like I am Nagul has
Oh,
some
yeah.
real
I
world
can
experience in an
tell
office.
that this particular. Oh, the bookshelf. Oh. I could. Hey, I'm looking at this thing here. Get this out. Get this out here.
They know. They know. They do not care.
It's got it's got two paper drawers. They are oversized, so you could fit 11 by 17 paper in it. It's got a document feeder for easy scanning and stop putting stuff in the way. And it looks like it's got a folder stapler section here. So this is where the actual printing happens, and then on this side would be your finishers. So probably like a hole punch, a stapler, a folder, maybe a folder. I'm not sure if that'd be big enough for folding. And then it's got a couple output trays. This is a stacker, so you can do a whole bunch of documents. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I was gonna say,
Oh!
I don't know any of the things that you just said about the printer, but I thought it looked nice.
I cleared the paper jam apparently. Wait, what is this? What's this little box for? Is that like a bunch of paper trash, like all crumpled up? Just to make a mess in the office. Oh, okay. I see. I like the paper airplane. Paper airplane looks so good. Now, is there any, like, places that we can get to? Ooh. We can get up here. Now, I didn't see in the chat, did Niggle say anything about the locking rooms? Oh, I have 2 rooms that players can pick to decorate. Oh, okay, so we were... Oh, the rooms that we are in are not the rooms to decorate. Those were the rooms where you grab the stuff from. Where are the rooms that you put the things in? Make this printer go. Ah, here's where you can mark it. Occupied. Busy. Cool. Does that mean nobody else can get in? Oh, you can walk right off the edge. Oh no, you can still get in.
It says busy, but then it goes down to not busy. Like the
I think it loops as like a loading progress bar kind of. All right, this shelf doesn't have physics on like the other one does.
That's unfortunate.
That's okay. All right, what are we gonna build?
Messing up is hard work.
Let's build a... Oh, you can't take these shelves? We can take the other shelves. Oh, there we go, grab them. Can we make like a castle? We're gonna go total like little kids here and build a fort. You can also just decorate it like an office.
Why would you do that?
Let's make an office out of the office.
Kind sir, how dare you?
What can we grab? What's this, duct tape? Aha.
Oh,
Can we make like a ball pit out of the duct tape?
I was gonna say, or and follow me on this. You duct tape Lieutenant General and everyone else to the wall, and then you just, do whatever you want with all the office supplies.
It's all mine.
Yeah. Ooh, then you could stab him with that giant pencil.
So, I'm curious, I am Nigel, because I haven't messed around with this in 0.10, really. We experimented with this in 0.9. Does making objects pickable with physics make them synchronized for players? Because physics objects in general don't synchronize for players, but I think if they're pickable, it would kind of snap it to the same position for everybody.
Not all of them have gravity, says I am Nagul.
Yeah, no, I noticed that, but I'm wondering about the ones that do have gravity. I wonder if you've noticed that sort of behavior. Like, do you see me? Like, this shelf has gravity, so do you see it falling over on your screen? Do you see me carrying it? Does it snap to whatever place I put it for you?
So I am Nagul says those that have it, everyone can see it also.
Mm-hmm. Because I think what I had tried doing in 0.9 as a workaround for physics not synchronizing is I made them a moving platform that just had 0 movement to it, so it was constantly updating its position. Okay, how high can I get here, though? I want to... Oh, no! Uh-oh. I died.
How dare you?
That one doesn't fall over. Can I take the chairs? Give me the chairs. There we go.
I just want to make a ball pit out of those giant pencils.
That sounds painful and pointy. That's more like a spike pit.
Exactly. Ball pit.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing here.
No, I think we are.
There was another chair. Where'd it go? Oh, wait. Can I not? Oh. I was having a little perspective issue. I was trying to get onto these stairs through the wall that was next to the stairs.
Oh, yeah,
I've
been there.
Where's the main entrance again? I'm getting a little lost.
I think that's the point.
Oh, here we go. This is what
you gotta orient yourself with the ball pit. You know, the one you haven't made yet.
Yes, ball pits, famous for making it easy to find your way.
Thank you. They're basically a giant, like, compass. Filled with fun, soft toys of joy.
I do find it funny that, you know, companies got rid of ball pits because you never knew what sort of, you know, diapers would get left behind in there, or whatever had happened. But millennials have decided to make ball pits at home because we missed them from our childhood and we want our kids to have them. So even though you won't really find them at Chuck E. Cheese or McDonald's anymore. Ooh.
I can tell you that my dog, we got a little, like, kiddie pool, and we filled it with those mini tennis balls.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, way down the street, a few miles down the street from our house, there's a tennis ball court, or a tennis court. And there's some kids that play there that use, like, miniature rackets and miniature balls.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they just leave them when they're done. Like, I'll walk my dog and there'll be like 10, 15 of them out on the street. And so, like, the local, like, HOA sent out a notification asking it, like, hey, if you're walking your dogs and you see these balls, would you please pick them up? They're, like, ruining some of the landscaping equipment or whatever. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start taking them. I started taking them and bringing them home, and we filled one of those kiddie pools with these little miniature tennis balls. And on her birthday, we introduced her to said ball pit, and she lost her whole mind. It was the best thing that had ever happened to her by far, and she legitimately, like, just kind of passed out inside of it.
Out of excitement.
At the end of it, just out of excitement, no, exhaustion, because she got into it and she just started, like, rolling around and just thrashing about and picking up the balls and throwing them around. And she had so much fun that she just passed out eventually. It was the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
I've been told that I need to take a balled up. Oh wow. Oh, you guys have made quite a thing up here. I was told that I should take a balled up paper and throw it in a toilet.
Go. I've been told my whole life not to do that.
Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Must be septic safe.
Did it? Oh, I see. Somebody had already done it on another one. Am I getting it? Am I doing it right? Is that a teddy bear head? What happened in here? Whoa! Ah! I don't know what happened.
I think we all know what happened, Alex. You got flushed.
Did I get flushed down the toilet? There's teddy bear heads flying out of the toilet.
Oh my.
So does putting the paper in the toilet make it like clog up? Oh, yep, there it goes.
Wait.
Can we queue up the lucky
scaffolding come from?
Sure. What scaffolding? Somebody put it there.
Somebody put scaffolding in the toilet?
I guess.
Wait, now you're putting a bike in the toilet?
So what is an interesting thought is with this is to use the tagging system to create different effects. So like you have paper exploding out of the toilet when you put a paper ball there. So you can have different messages sent by different tags that are in that area. So I think I don't know if the teddy bear head is another grabbable object. I didn't see that anywhere. But you could totally have different like simulated things happening in this space based on what people bring to different areas.
So one of the things that Alex is talking about, I believe, is in reference to a little series of videos and tutorials and tweets that the Sandbox Creators account is currently putting out. It's called On Equip, and I'm gonna put a link to one of the tweets in the chat right now. But I have absolutely been loving this series. It talks about like the different ways that you can customize your game, like adding a curse to an item, or adding a blessing to an item, or radiation poisoning in a game. It's just all these like classifying it, or making classes for your characters, all that different stuff. And it is so stinking cool, like the things that are coming out right now. So if you want to like kind of like see what Alex is talking about with tags on items, check out that tweet I just dropped in the chat. I will also drop that on Twitter because it is super duper neat.
Yeah. So yes and no, because like I didn't mean for like equipped stuff, but you can totally do that too.
Oh, gotcha.
I meant for like when you drop an item by the toilet, like you could buy it based on what tags are there. So when you use the speaker component on, say you put a speaker component on the toilet, it can sense different tags. So you could have you can make some sort of simulation. Say you wanted to make like some sort of color mixer, and you wanted to have it extract colors from objects that you bring to it. You could put a red tag on all the red objects, so whenever you bring it something red, it will go, oh, this is red, and do something based on that. But doing stuff on equip is really cool too, and what Lucas was talking about was like what I'm wearing right now is all green. I could have some sort of message happen because I've put these green items on, so it'll let me through, say, like the green team's gate or something like that.
Yeah.
And with those messages, you can toggle multiple things at once. So you could have a red team and a green team and a blue team, and when you put on green, it could close off your access to red and blue. and open access to green. So you can switch up what things you're able to do based on what you've equipped. But then there's also things like whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh. Okay, that didn't exactly do what I meant. But
I was just thinking of like how in the cartoons and comics, like when a building is falling apart, characters will jump from like piece to piece of the building.
Or, you know, The Hobbit. That made me so mad.
I'm drawing a blank.
In the Hobbit movie,
Yeah.
I think it's Legolas, who's not even in The Hobbit, the book, jumps from like falling rock to falling rock, or maybe as pieces of ice, as they're falling, because he's so light. Because there is a line in the Lord of the Rings that the elves were so light that they like walked on top of the snow, whereas like everybody else was a normal weight and would squish into the snow. But they interpreted that in The Hobbit to mean like, oh, there's a bunch of like rocks or ice like falling off of a cliff. He can step up them like they're stairs and go up. And I'm like, that was so cartoony. It just,
You weren't having it.
I love the Lord of the Rings movies. They were an important part of my childhood, and I feel like they took the source material very seriously. While they did make some changes because it's a movie and not a book, and it's easier to express certain ideas in one medium than another. They took a few liberties here and there, but for the most part, it's a serious retelling of that story in movie form. Whereas The Hobbit, they made a bunch of it like really goofy. Like they made it kind of slapsticky, and I think it's in the first movie. They're escaping the caves. They're getting away from the Goblin King. And they basically go on like a roller coaster ride, or like a flume.
Yeah.
Where they're all like on this board that's like rushing down a river, and they're trying to balance, and it's like going over jumps, and they're pulling BMX tricks, and like it was just like, what is this? This is not the Goblin King's wacky wavy flume ride. This was them trying to escape for their lives, and it's like it never happened in the book. And and it just like was entertaining, yeah, kind of, but I was more just kind of like, this feels like really silly. And The Hobbit is more lighthearted than the Lord of the Rings, because it's less it's more of a child fairy tale, and less of a book about war, although there is a war in there. It's a lot less violent than the Lord of the Rings, but just
it's more hobbity and less wizardy.
Yeah, but it just the movie just felt like it leaned into that way too hard, and was like, what if we made it really silly? And there's a couple other instances of that, including running up the falling rocks, and I was just like, fine,
you're like,
whatever. There's no suspension of disbelief. It's just silliness. I don't know where we're building to. We're building to somewhere.
I was gonna say, does this stairway to heaven have a purpose, or?
I don't know. We're seeing where we can get to.
Okay, fair enough.
But I require items that don't have physics on, like that chair.
What about that big mech guy? What's he doing?
He's just looking cool.
Can you tell him to like trundle on and like get out of the mech, and you get on in it?
No, unfortunately.
Poopy.
He's in there permanently.
Well, he sounds like a jerk.
I mean, would you get out of the mech?
We're not talking about me right now, Alex. We're talking about Dr. Do Nothing here.
I don't know if we can jump on top of it from here. Why can't I place him? There's some.
Maybe you reached the roof. Oh, somebody just yeeted a pair of shelves.
Oh, he's too tall. We're gonna have to move him down a little bit.
Or you could put another thing in front of him that's a little like another item.
Oh, true. Another step before we get.
So have you completed any quests in here yet?
There was a first quest that was just
Okay.
like a 5-second timer or something like that. That was like,
Okay.
have fun, something like that. I don't think that there's any more quests in here. At least I haven't encountered any.
Okay.
This is just like this is literally a sandbox to run around in. Oh, hey, somebody already set up a step for us. Sweet.
That's so nice.
How tall is this guy? Ah!
He is apparently really tall. One of my favorite book series is a series called The Bobbyverse. And the first book in the series is called I Am Bob.
Mhm.
And the concept is artificial intelligence and 3D printing come together in this just perfect amalgamation. And a guy basically gets downloaded into a computer, and he becomes the first real artificial intelligence, and he gets access to like 3D printers and stuff, and does his thing with said printers, and like travels the entire galaxy and whatnot. And it's a really fun, really cool book. But in the series, he constantly talks about he doesn't want to mess things up in the real world, so he has each one of the versions of him has an internal sandbox that he runs all programs on before he does them in the real world. And just his talks of his sandbox, I find that to be more and more entertaining the more and more time that I spend here.
Hey, SK over on Twitter. I don't know how many viewers we have on Twitter right now. Twitter doesn't tell the truth about how many people are watching. It reports views, like how many people have seen the tweet, and it says that's how many viewers you have, which I know is not true. So there may be people watching on Twitter with you now. They may or may not be looking at the chat over there. But if you are on Twitter, we do see your chat. It does pop up for us. We don't have a way to reply to it directly in our streaming tools, which we do with YouTube and Twitch. So sometimes if I'm in the middle of explaining something, or if Lucas is in the middle of explaining something, like we might not interrupt to like say something out loud to the chat, but we can type into YouTube and to Twitch to respond. But we don't have the ability to do that with Twitter. So we do see you though. We try to say hi.
Recently updated some of their, I believe the terminology is third-party API setups. And I'm wondering if that update came with any sort of restream integrations.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll have to look into that.
I just know that when we started using Restream again and connected Twitter, I was like, what do you mean we've got 1,500 people watching on Twitter? That's great. And I was like, why are they all so quiet? And then it was happening every single stream, and I just realized it's just saying how many people saw the tweet and says they are live viewers. So I think Twitter's just trying to boost their numbers, which I feel like should be illegal when they are trying to use that to promote for advertisers.
They're goosing it, if you will.
Yeah. Like, I would love to have that many people watching, but, I would expect them to interact with us. Oop.
I mean, we don't expect everyone to interact with us, but we also expect something. I mean, the majority of people that are here are not lurking, but we also do have regular viewers who lurk, and you'll have people that'll, they'll message me one-on-one after a stream is over with questions. And hey, I didn't want to ask this on stream because I was too nervous to say anything in a public chat, and that's totally understandable and totally cool. We're not trying to force anyone into a public limelight of any kind, but at the same time, not everybody does that. We understand that.
Wait, where's the? No, you took our step. Yeah, the IT guy. I needed that.
Jerk.
I don't know.
Also,
there we go. Aha! Aha! Also, what?
Two things. One, every time I read the name I Am Nagul, I think of The Walking Dead. I am Negan. And I'm wondering if anybody else thinks that, or if this is in some way, shape, or form a reference to that. So I Am Nagul. If you would let me know whether I am completely off base or right on the mark, that would be wonderful. Next item.
Ah, no, I fell over with the throne. Does the throne respawn? Oh, good, it respawns. Okay.
Okay. Go.
It resets
The next item.
the item.
Lauren Soul says, I talk too much on stream, and I'm going to strongly disagree with that. Talk as much as you want. I mean, don't spam the chat with just random letters and numbers or anything like that, because that's just mean and rude. But if you have something to say, don't ever hold it back. We love hearing from all of you. Talk, type, engage, interact, play in the sandbox with us, play in the stream with us. We love that you guys are here. We're here because you're here. So
I got trapped.
let us know whatever you want.
Let me out. So yeah, when I see, I don't. Nigul sounds familiar as a name. I fell off again. But I think in my head it, to me, sounds like a name kind of like Igor. Like it's like a slimy minion name almost.
That's their name. Nagul is their actual name.
When I but like the I Am Nagul, like it sounds like a third person, like yes master kind of, is just the way I hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't mean that the I Am Nagul is a slimy minion, but just like it, the way that sentence I Am Nagul reads to me sounds like a, I don't know, a small crooked-eyed character.
I've always wanted to be a minion. So if there's a sign up somewhere,
all of my devices
like
are named minions. Like my phone and all of my computers and all of my like web-enabled devices are something minion.
Okay, go on.
So I'm a tech wizard with a bunch of minions doing tasks for me. If you've ever gotten a performance test from me, so when I do performance tests for the council to test people's experiences to see how well they run on different devices, you'll notice that there is Mega Minion, Spec Minion, and Council Minion, I think is what they're called. Spec Minion is a computer that's spec'd out to specific specifications, which is to meet the minimum recommended requirements for the sandbox. This is Mega Minion that I'm on right now because it's my big desktop.
Beefy.
Yeah. Council Minion's my laptop, which the council purchased.
Oh.
Are you saying Panda?
Arnikin with the solid. A blue tulip with the solid reference. They said could also be Guauld from Stargate or Guild from Sandbox, and I love the Guauld reference. I am a huge Stargate fan. Richard Dean Anderson is one of my favorite like pop culture people of all time. Like the man started out as MacGyver, which just who doesn't love MacGyver? And then he transitioned into so much more. And Stargate, the seasons that he was actually like a lead writer for, were so amazing.
I didn't know that he wrote Stargate.
Yeah, he was one of the lead writers for many seasons, I
I
believe.
thought he was just an actor. I had no idea he did writing.
No,
MacGyver was my favorite show when I was like 4 and 5 years old,
because it was amazing.
and I'd come running into the living room going, "MacGyver, MacGyver!" All right, I'm giving up with that throne. I keep every single time I've tried to get into the higher areas with the throne, I've dropped it. So no throne up top. Maybe an easy chair. Oh, ooh. We got. Oh no! All right. So this is fun though. I like this. I would like to see some tasks. Like I know it's like, oh no, hard work, the boss is gone. But it would be cool to have some tasks along with it. So if you've ever played Goat Simulator, Goat Simulator is similar to this in that you're just kind of wrecking a place. But it would be cool to be able to have some other sorts of tasks where you have to like use the items you find in unique ways, which is something that Goat Simulator has. Like you have to you'll have quests like I don't know, light 5 people on fire, or blow up the ice cream factory, or it's been a long time since I played, so I don't remember what the actual quests are. You know, get a strike in bowling, or some things like that. So it would be cool to have some tasks like start a trash fire, or something like that. Just silly things to do around the space that could be quests. I think would make the space engaging, especially if there's not as many people in here. So this is fun when we see everybody running around and just making chaos. But if you happen to connect and you're the only person in here, you can make some chaos on your own, but that might get a little boring after a while. So having some guided quests can help people. It gives people something to do where they're given a suggestion. That can be sometimes all you need to make a game a lot more fun, is to just suggest some things to do. Because yeah, I can pick things up, and it's in my nature. It's in my nature as a builder to I just want to make stairs to places. That's my default. Like, you started playing Minecraft, I'm gonna build a mountain. I'm gonna climb to the top of it. Like, it's just what I do. The people make the joke about you go to the beach, you just dig a hole. Like, that's just what people do when they go to the beach. Like, you just put a bunch of guys on the beach, they're gonna dig a hole. Like, that's
true.
Happens. Yeah. So for me, you put me in a sandbox game, I'm either gonna dig a hole or build a tower. So that's kind of my go-to. So having some suggestions though will help for players who are like less self-motivated to do stuff. I'm Nigel says, yeah, I want to implement more things. My first problem was multiplayer maps. I'm new to Game Maker. I have lots of ideas, but I can make it for Build a Child Tree. Absolutely. I mean, keep going with it. Like, this is a great start. Quests, you're gonna want them to be single player. So the things that you have going good for you right now is that the your items respawn when they die. So they you don't have to worry too much about players losing things, because they fall off the edge of the map, they're going to respawn. So you don't have to worry about quest items necessarily becoming unavailable. Although with them being, if you want them to be single player, hopefully we'll get improvements to multiplayer logic soon, and you'll see those things improve. Lauren's got a really cool like aura around them. Lauren, come to the top of these stairs.
That's from I believe that's one of those. That's part of the avatar itself.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them, like Fist of the North Star, or I don't remember which ones they were.
This doesn't look like Fist of the North Star to me.
Oh, it's the one that just came out.
Jab.
No, before that.
Oh.
Level Up or single. Oh, one second. I'm gonna go to the Sandbox website.
Oh, solo leveling.
There you go. Thank you. I had a real just brain gasp on me there.
So okay, so the thing with quests is you mostly want it to be single player logic because the multiplayer logic won't correctly interact with the quest system in a multiplayer game. So what you and this is actually fine because uh, single player objects, if you use the single player pickable component, they only move for you. So while like most of these objects are multiplayer pickable, so we all see players running around with them, the single player ones you'll only see for yourself. So everybody, let's say like this rolled up ball of paper is a single player pickable item. All players will see it there, but it won't move until you move it. So if I am Nagul runs over here, grabs this piece of paper and runs off with it, I don't see that happening. I just saw that they ran over and ran away, and the item is still there for me. So
Gotcha.
if you make the items related to the quests single player pickable, then you won't see other players moving them around. They will stay there till you want to move them. Does that make sense? And this way the basically you can just make a single player quests kind of tacked into the space, and you don't really have to worry about the other elements. You could make some of them instead of having regular quests, you could have crowd events too. So you could have a crowd event of like players need to bring all the trash to the trash facility, and so you have to break over, I don't know, 10 of those balled up pieces of paper, and all the players can participate. And if you successfully do it all as a team, then you all get like a special reward for that. So you can have some multiplayer interactions like that, but they wouldn't work as a quest necessarily.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I think that having that will help. Like I said, it helps with players who don't self motivate as well, or are like not sure what to do when they encounter an area that's just chaos. But it also can help reveal things to players. So by having those quests, you are guiding players to the areas where they will find other things. So you may have rooms where players visit it less often because it's kind of an obscure spot, but if you put a quest over there, the players are going to go, "Oh, what's over here?" And it'll help them find things in your game. So having those, while the bulk of the game can be this sandbox chaos environment, having some of those quests to move the players through the space will help them discover more of it and discover things that they can do. They may not realize that they can interact with the printers and make them spit out paper and then get a balled up piece of paper at the end of that. They might never discover that. They may run around in here for an hour and not realize that that happens. But if you give them a quest to clear 5 paper jams, all of a sudden they're doing it, and then they realize that they can get those balled up pieces of paper. They realize they can use that for this other quest over here, and so it just it helps educate the player on what they can do with the space. Oh, here are all the bears. So does putting them in the toilet make them like explode?
The bears.
It does. So that's the kind of thing that like me as somebody who enjoys these sandbox style games and like runs around in these spaces, that's the kind of stuff that I'll just figure out kind of on my own. But having quests will also help. There are players who might not realize that they can do those sorts of things. I just realized there's a plunger way up here.
Yeah. I am Nagul. Just use the plunger on the toilet that you made explode, and it stopped exploding.
Oh, okay. So that could be another quest, is like
fix the toilets.
Yeah. Although
break 5 toilets. Now fix 5 toilets because this is civilized society. I think I think Lauren Soul was using the bathroom. They closed the door for a while and then came out with a roll of toilet paper.
Hey!
Oh, that's rude. Rude. Why are you... You're not even squatting on it. You're crawling across it. Ugh.
Hey! I don't bust into your bathroom and judge how you use the toilet.
They don't crawl across it. Like some Cro-Magnon man that's never seen a toilet before.
All right. Let's take a Mage Raid photo here. I'm gonna wear a green hat with my green outfit here.
Mage Raid picture in the toilet.
Oh, somebody got the monkey. Perfect. You need to guy. Where are you gonna put that monkey?
Why the monkey gray?
Because he's holding it. So you can there is an option, I am Nigul, on the pickable items. You can set their transparency to be fully visible if you want. It will make it harder to, if you're carrying a big item like a shelf, it may make it harder to like navigate in place because, you know, it's visibly covering things up. But it is an option that you have if you want to use it. I think you have to hit the edit logic in order to see that though. All right, I see we got 10 people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're all here. All right. And almost everybody's got hats. Nice. Oh, I Am Nagul like has a really nice sit because of their Paris Hilton avatar. They actually like lean to their side.
I was just noticing that and I was like, hold up. What's happening? And the way she like brushes her hair back as she's sitting down, that's super solid.
All right. Good screenshot. I like this one.
We've been going for about an hour. Do you want to play News of the Week?
Yeah, let's do News of the Week. And then somebody, I'll have to scroll back through the text. Somebody had suggested another game, so I'm going to go find what that one was. We will be right back.
Hello and welcome to the News of the Week with me, PandaPops. Let's jump right into it. First off, we have the Jab We Met avatars, which you can mint right now. Navigate to the mint page, click mint your avatar. They are 50 sand each. Make sure to have your wallet unlocked. Make sure to have your sand in your wallet. Select the amount of avatars you wish to purchase and then click buy. Next up, we have the solo leveling event. Make sure to go click and check that one out. Depending when you're seeing this news of the week, the theme has now been revealed. And then we have our avatar owner August rewards. This month is all about the ducks. Make sure to check out the events page that shows all the events currently happening right now. We also have a VoxEdit contest, Kevin DeRug. This is a scene-based contest, so within one asset you do need to create a little scene. So recreate Kevin going on an adventure somewhere in the world. Prize breakdowns, and you have until August 15th to get those submissions in. Part of the News of the Week, this contest will have finished. Make sure to keep an eye over in Discord, creator announcements, as well as the @VoxEdit over on Twitter, where we announce all of our VoxEdit contests there too. Now for our mentions of the week. The first mention goes to Anna Joyce for the Bubble Blaster experience. They are running an event over the Builders Challenge as well. Multiple sand rewards for this event. Make sure to go check out Bubble Blaster. Next up, we have Pickaxe Master Misty Mountain. They're running numerous events. They have also partnered with other studios as well to run cool little initiatives for winning pickaxes. Make sure to have a good read of their about section that goes into detail about what they are doing. An amazingly detailed world that they have built here. Looks absolutely fantastic. Do go check it out. Our next experience is Retro Gaming Game Jam Ape Rage. Do go check this out. This is part of the Lion City Legends event as well. But really cool experience. As it says here, this was actually part of a game jam from quite a while ago now. Definitely do go take a look at it. It's a really, really cool experience. Moving on to some assets now. The Jamaican Cockroach by the John Crow. Absolutely amazing little creature right here. Numerous animations. I'm going to look at the technical specs. So, parts of its size are as big as some of the avatars, which is absolutely terrifying. And its height is 1.4 meters high in the sandbox, which is almost one and a half terrain cubes tall. So this is big. This is a big boy. For 42 sand. Our next mention goes to an equipment piece. This is a headwear, Shinobi Noodle headgear. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, it has little movements, little drips of ramen sauce, I'm guessing. We've got the chopsticks on top. Feel like a little beat on the bottom top of the hat bowl. Really cool, absolutely amazing. This was created by AU24K. Make sure to go check all of these artists and creators builders out. I'm also just going to scroll through the character section right now so you guys can have a little look at some of the characters that are currently up for sale, because there's so many amazing assets that definitely need to see a whole bunch. Absolutely beautiful assets. Right here, this weapon shop, 30 sand. Look at this. This is an official Sandbox asset, but oh my goodness, the detail. It's so pretty. This is just so pretty. That's only 30 sand as well. Amazing other assets right here. We've got a similar style to the other shop. We've got a library here. Just fantastic assets. Gothic chair. Oh, love these. Look at these crates. Look at these. Look at the detail. The texturing. There's a little bit of Z fighting there. That makes me a little bit sad. We'll work on that on a VoxEdit stream. How you can avoid that Z fighting, unless it's the desired choice that you're going for. This is really cool. This is a really, really cool asset by ChocoPunk. That is currently it for our news of the week. So now back to your regular scheduled content.
Hey everybody, we are back. So we just jumped into Biverson Arts game, aka It's Gym Games, called Lucky Me Bumpkus Jr. Link is in the chat if you want to join us. And or I thought I posted it. There it is. Yeah, I did post it. All right. So let's check this out. This, I believe, was for the Bumpkus Game Jam. I see that we've got a couple people in here with us already, and we've got a fixed rotating camera. Let's see. We got luck boxes and crystals. And we should probably check out the game info here. The rules of the game are simple. Explode the boxes, collect the crystals that appear, stay away from the lasers. The one who collects the most crystals wins. What is a luck box? There are 2 lucky boxes, double and triple. Doubles your score with 50% chance, triples your score with a 30% chance. All right. Crystals appear completely by chance. If you collect 8 crystals, the bonus round starts. Sometimes bonus gold can be given. It depends on your box. Oh, game starts in 25 seconds. Depends on your blaster speed. The more crowded you are, the more luck you have. The rules of the game are simple. Okay, we already read that. Bumpkus Jr. Hello, Bumpkus Jr. If you think my uncle's crazy, you haven't met me yet. My area of expertise is luck, even though my uncle thinks that luck is not a scientific thing. I think otherwise. I think luck is pretty... a probability. It's a big deal. Okay. Oop. Ah! We gotta... Run through! Oy. Wait. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Alright, well the round is 3.5 minutes, so we'll just wait for it to finish. Okay, we can actually observe from up here though. Oh, this feels bigger than a 1x1 looking down like this, but it's a 1x1. See people running through the map, collecting crystals.
I love the viewer boxes.
Now, what would be nice? Oh yes, we can't. Never mind, you did it already. I was gonna say it would be nice if we could get a little bit further out so we could get a wider view, but we can. So we see there's 17 green points. So is it 4 teams?
Is anybody running around in the red area?
I don't.
Oh, it looks like
I don't
yellow
see
has no points, red has no points, blue has no points, green has all the points.
I think your team is just based on which one you drop in. Or, I'm not sure. It looks like you can stand on any of those spots. But it doesn't look like you can... I can't tell from up here if you can...
I think there's just one person playing right now.
There's definitely more than one. Because I see 2 usernames
Yeah.
in the green area. I see 3 usernames in the green area. But I don't see any usernames in the other areas. So I think that's why he's the only one getting points. But we see the lasers moving through. Interesting.
Byverson, if all of you were in the same area, then how does somebody win this? Or does it not matter? It's just whoever gets the most points. Like, you know how many points you have individually.
Well, so it says there's 47 green points, so I think it's team based for that. But I think it's based on where you landed. So what you can do now, this wasn't available during the Bumpkus Game Jam. This is something that's available now. You could set up 4 teams when you spawn in. So you can have, instead of having little drop shoots like here, you can assign teams at the start of the game where your green team, your blue team, your red team, or yellow team, and it's just based on, it balances. So it'll start, with 1, then do the next one as the next person comes in, then do the next one as the next one comes in, and then it goes in a loop. So the game will always try to balance out how many people are in teams.
Can you set it so that it only allows a certain number of people to join? Like, there has to be 4 people for a round to go, and then there has to be another 4 for a second round of people to go.
So you can set a limit. So you can say that, if you set a limit of, say, 3 for each team, then only 12 people will be able to connect to your game, and then it'll try making another instance once all 12 slots have been filled up. So you're doing 4 teams with 3 players each. You could do something like that.
Gotcha.
As far as starting the game only when there's 4 people, you probably want to avoid that, because if only 2 or 3 people have arrived at the game, you might not want the game to not be able to start.
It's like, you don't have enough friends to play this game.
Right, yeah. Like, that always feels good, right?
Yeah.
That's the disadvantage with, like, board games, right? But the nice thing with video games is, like, you can get around it. So, I mean, technically you can play a board game by yourself and nobody's stopping you. Okay, so we all respawn. So basically, what you can do, I'm gonna go for whoever doesn't go to another one. Yeah, you'll pick your sides and I'll hit start. All right, we're gonna go with, I'll go with yellow. Okay. Byverson's on a team by themselves because
Because they're a big cheater.
because they made the game. So it look. Can we cross? Okay, there's an invisible wall here. So what you can do instead of this is use the teleport feature, and you can do that based on teams. So you can teleport people who only have who are on a certain team, and you can make that happen at the start of the game. So instead of dropping down that tunnel, just everybody who's on the yellow team can get into that space. All right, so we gotta grab the boxes. Oh, we break the boxes. We don't grab the boxes. What you can also do now, which you couldn't do before, is instead of interacting with these, you could actually use the PvE function where you actually attack. Oh, crystals! Lasers! Oh no!
Oh no, Alex. Oh, you dead.
I'm good. Bonus. Crystals. So I'm not sure if this is something that can be fixed right, like with the way it's set up. There's a little bit of a delay for the crystals to spawn. Oh, did we win? Oh, collect for a bonus round. So there's a bit of delay for the crystals spawning in, but that might be because of the randomization features. Again, Bombkiss was before the rules system, so it might be faster now. So like whatever system you're using to spawn in the crystals, you might be able to use rules to get a faster random result. That way we don't run away from the crystal before it spawns.
Or he wants that to happen because then you run away from the crystal before it spawns and then you have to go back to get it.
Yeah, it depends on what you want out of it.
Green team has 73 points.
That is from the previous round also. Or at least that's what I'm going to say.
That is sus.
Actually, you know, I just thought about that. So you are using the rule system to have those variables up. Was this for the Bombkiss Game Jam? Because the Bombkiss Game Jam did not have... Did the Bombkiss Game Jam have variables yet? I don't think it did.
I think it had some.
Okay, the
I don't remember.
I know we had the speed boost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you there was the one where you had to like run through all that crazy junk. Was it called Funny Fall or something like that? Are we out of crates? Did we break all of them open? I think we broke all of them open. We're all out of crates. There's nothing left for us
to get more points if you have no more crates.
Wait, where does teleport take us? Do you want to teleport to the upper floor? I mean, I guess we could, right?
Yeah, but then you won't be able to play anymore.
Well, we already got everything.
Doesn't the game continue?
I think when it ends, we all come up to the top. So, I think maybe if one team gets all of their crates, maybe the game should end. All right. So here's my feedback. As far as like game rules go, to make it make more sense as like a competitive game, you would. Biverson said, yes, it's a random generator. It's delayed to 1.25 seconds. Otherwise, spawners do not work properly. Okay. So that might be a function of like the multiplayer, you know, needing time to communicate server side with all the clients to like spawn the things. I feel like it could maybe be a little bit faster than that. But I haven't done a lot of multiplayer spawners with randomization. So I understand like that might be a limitation. What you could maybe do instead, the way you have it set up, instead of having the crate disappear as soon as it does, have it give the crate like a death animation of it like crumbling and breaking apart, so that way it only the crystals spawn at the end of that animation.
Okay.
So if you have that 1.25 second limitation, if that's like a hard limit that you don't have any way around, don't have the crate disappear right away. Use a death animation on it to like extend that time, so that way the necessary delay to make the game mechanic work also has like a visual feedback impact, where the players don't just see crystals popping up randomly.
Make it a little more fun.
Yeah. And as far as game mechanics, like the game, the rules for the game, not the rules feature, but like, you know, how the game is played. You want to have... Oh, see, yellow points went to 0. I'm confused on the variables now, because yellow, we had gotten a bunch of points.
Mm-hmm. Wait, were you
And
on
now-
yellow or... Wait, you were on yellow.
I was on yellow, yeah. We had points, but then it reset. Yellow used gamble. Oh wait, that was an option. I didn't know we could gamble. Was that? Oh, was that? That's what the 50 and that's what the percentage crates were for. The lucky crates, right? I didn't realize I could interact with those. I think. Let's drop down. Let's start the game. Okay, so it is resetting the points to 0. So remember how I said that
Yeah.
the points were from the previous round? That wasn't true. So the points are
They're
resetting.
just doing really good.
The double and triple thing I thought was happening automatically with the crates on the ground. I didn't realize you could actually run up to those things. I think the way I had the camera turned, I didn't realize there was a step there. So double and triple, do we have to pay for these with our points? This allows you to triple or reset your points. That's why. Okay. So that actually makes more sense than what I thought it was doing. So I think that's good. Oh, we can run on top of it. Interesting. I don't know if you want people up here. If you don't want people up here, you could use... you could just make it so that way this platform isn't elevated. Oh, you don't even have to interact with the crates. You just run through them. Interesting. Oh, I ran through the laser.
I was gonna say, have you been running up to them and pushing E or something like
I
that?
was, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. You just
I didn't
run
realize
through
I
them.
could just run through them. Yeah. So having an animation like that would I think even would help with that, because I was interacting with them because they weren't disappearing immediately. So I thought I had to do something to make them disappear. But if they immediately
Gotcha.
started playing an animation when I ran through them, then
Then you'd know.
I would intuitively know, like, oh, I didn't actually have to press anything. I was like taking time to interact with each one, which was just wasn't a huge waste of time, but it was unnecessary. There was one more thought that I had about this.
Gamble.
No, I'm happy with the gamble. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you could definitely piss off your team if you gamble and reset the score to 0.
No risk, no reward, Alex.
I maybe instead of since you have to deal with it being with a team with other players alongside you, maybe having the gamble cost a certain amount instead of it potentially resetting it.
How much of your points would you like to gamble?
Right, or it could be a set amount. You could say like, hey, spend 5 points for the chance of getting 10 points or no points, and then you would gamble incrementally. But I mean that's
Just Just
that's
one
not
way
a.
to peel this potato.
Hmm.
It's just one way to peel this potato. It's not how it has to be done.
Right, and that's just me being like I'm not a gambling type player, so I like going with sure numbers. I'm more likely to. I mean, if the game requires it, I'll try it, but typically I will not go with a gamble and just try to get the most of whatever I can. So red.
Yeah.
Let's try to triple it, and then
Do it.
we got nothing.
You're still losing.
We got nothing now. So I because I don't particularly like gambling as like a function, I tend to think of ways that we could do it that would feel more fair. But I understand like that's not the reason why people gamble. It's just not my thing personally.
That's fair.
There was
Also,
one more thought that I had.
suggestion that
So
I
it
would
was-
make:
Oh yeah, go ahead.
respawn of the crates.
Yes,
Like-
thank you. That was the one I was trying to go for. Either
you
have
go.
the crates respawn, or first player to get all of the crates ends the game for everybody. So if
Yeah.
one team clears their board, then it ends. Otherwise, you have all four players all four teams are just kind of running around in circles, nothing else to pick up. All the crates
Yeah.
are gone, so there's not really anything else we could do except maybe use the gamble feature if we still have points left.
I was under the impression that the crates did respawn. So
there was a bonus
Yeah.
round.
no.
So-
in the bonus round they respawn.
Yeah, so we were collecting crates initially, and then the time runs out, and then you get a bonus time. At least that's how I understood it.
No, I mean
happen.
like, yeah. I mean like I just while you're playing, as like say every two that disappear, two more reappear in the maze somewhere, or something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Yeah, I would do one or the other probably. Either have the game end once somebody's collected everything, like which would be like the Pac-Man style, or you can have. Oh, I just ran out of the map. Or you can reset. Sorry, not reset. My brain just lost the words I was trying to say.
Restart, redo, reuse, recycle.
Respawn. Thank you. Either have the game end or respawn them.
Either have
and
the game end or recycle it.
having the game end puts pressure on the other teams to move just as fast as whoever's going fastest, right?
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
have the most efficient clear time, and the most efficient path for gathering crystals. So I mean, ideally the way you would want to run something like this is for each player would like pair up. So one is running ahead to clear the crates, and the other one is doing like cleanup duty to grab all the crystals.
I was just thinking that, like somebody running behind you, like 2 seconds
Yeah.
behind you, so it just everything you clear, gets picked up.
Yeah. So you'd want to have a real efficient run. That's what you would do if the game has a reset. But if you have a respawn, then everybody can kind of run around freely. Well, hi, I got a triple. Oh,
Oh,
oh, I got two triples.
put your head early. Wwait, you can triple a triple?
Yeah.
You're playing
I-
fast and loose here, Kamisaze.
I know. I did the thing I said that I don't do.
Twice. And it
But
paid
I-
off both times. So what we learned here is gambling is basically you're guaranteed to win.
But I did it before before all the things were cleared out. So if I lost any, I could still pick up some more, still get points.
I like
So
it. Like
gambling
it. It's a solid
gambling at
strategy.
the end is a way
Is a
to
gamble?
to lose. Well, it's a bigger gamble, right? But
I
I think
you should gamble again. Also, are the odds better for the double than they are for the triple? I'm assuming they are,
yes,
but I don't actually.
it's
Okay.
50% with a double, 30% with a triple,
Go double it, dude.
and it went to 0.
Why would you listen to me?
I'm a very trusting person.
I mean, in all aspects of life, you can trust me. Unless we're playing games. Then everything that comes out of my mouth needs to be suspect.
So it went from first place to almost last place. Well, green, I don't think has anybody playing.
So you're just ahead of the group that's not playing. Great job.
Oh, there's another bonus round? Wait. So what awards bonus rounds? Another bonus round started up. So I'm not sure what the
I think
criteria
it's bonus
for
every time you
getting
die.
bonuses. Oh, is it saying that just because I died? No, because the timer reset.
It's saying collect 8 to reach another bonus round, I think is what it's saying.
Oh, so if we collect them fast enough, it does respawn. Oh, I think I like that. That's kind of what we were talking about with having respawn mechanics in there. So I think a lot of the commentary we had on this, I think, is just like as we got deeper into the mechanics, we found more things that we liked about it, which is a good thing. Like our initial feedback, like we learned better things. So
what you're saying is we helped them build a better game already. Got it.
We're helping. I'm doing my part.
I said that the other night, and everybody looked at me like I was a lunatic, and one random guy was like, Starship Troopers! And I was like, oh
Everybody
my God.
knows that line.
You would hope. You would think. You would be
Cultured
wrong.
people know that line.
There you go.
Hey, Lucas. Hey, Lucas.
What's up?
Do you want to do a giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do a giveaway.
Oh,
Anybody who doesn't have Wizzy the Orange's singed hat, Lucas is gonna be dropping a link in the chat where you could potentially
Find
win a
it.
hat.
Yeah.
While that's going on, let's all gather up for a Mage raid screenshot.
Yeah.
Let's go over here where we can see everybody.
Boom.
We got 11 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see 10. We got a couple people who we can't see in here. Who's up there? They got like a dragon outfit on. Who is that? You too. Is that Joe and... Oh, there's more. Another person joined. Yeah, everybody get over here. Get on the dance floor.
Do it.
Break it down. Okay, I can kind of get them in the screenshot if I just rotate the camera a little bit. All right. Slash users. We got Byverson, Hooner, I am Nagul, Crypto Kusha, Ian the IT guy, Lori G, Artificial, Lieutenant General Lauren, Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks, and Joe 5117 Crypt 258.
Artificial. It just rolls right off the tongue.
Only if I say it right.
Artificial. Artificial.
All right. But yeah, it's a fun game, and I think I would like to see how it like
Evolves.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the team based aspect is good. I would use the actual built-in teams function so that way the teams are as balanced as they can be.
Yeah.
And then you don't have like 5 people jumped into the red hole and then 1 person into the green hole and then none in the other ones. Users are sorted in the order in which they enter the experience. I just realized it. Yeah. So that's how that feature works. So you just add the teams and then they'll spawn and be assigned a team on spawn.
Can you give them a little aura based off of what team they're on, like a blue aura for the blue team and whatnot?
Yep, you can either add a VFX, which will be applied to them, so you could have different color, like bubbles or sparkles as a trail behind them, or you can use a light, and they'll have they'll light up like a spotlight around them.
Gotcha.
All right, let's see what's next.
Also, I have a little addendum to something I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Dean Anderson was not a writer on Stargate. He was a producer. He was an actor and producer. So
that makes more sense.
I was wrong. Yeah,
I mean,
I thought he was a writer.
There are
time.
actors who can write, certainly, but it doesn't. You don't see that very often. But you do see producers a lot when they're like that. It basically, at least from what I've seen, it means that they have like a big amount of say, and like they say, "Hey, I want a character that's like this," or "I want you to do this with my character," or "I can't stand that person. Like, don't make me act with them." They have more sway when they're a producer to like have their voice heard as an actor on the show. At least that's what I think that means. I don't actually have any industry experience.
I have no industry experience, so I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Yes. Alex am smart.
It's just something you see a lot, especially with TV shows now, is a lot of A-list movie actors are producers in the TV shows that they star in. So I feel like that's where that comes from.
Okay.
All right. We did that one. Let's see if there's another multiplayer one that we can jump into. Tower of Myths, Old Beale Tavern by Ashura Studios. That sounds interesting. Let's give that a try.
So I just Googled, what does it mean to be a television producer? And it's basically exactly what you just said. They have script development, budget management, crew management, troubleshooting, communication, and creative decision, which is basically exactly what you just said. So you, sir, were correct. What game are we playing now?
Tower of Myths, Old Beale Tavern by Ashura Studios. We're giving this one a try. I just dropped the link in the chat. We've only got about 10-15 more minutes because I have to get the grill fired up, having my parents over for a cookout while it is still summer.
Now I'm hungry. Thanks a lot. You're a jerk.
I'm gonna make some roasted Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts.
I do. I've always liked Brussels sprouts. But I particularly like the way that I make Brussels sprouts, which is
okay.
Chopping them in half, rolling in olive oil, some salt and pepper, and bake them till they're crispy. On the outside, just to get the outer layer crisped up. All right.
When I was a kid,
this is a giant
my mom
hat.
used to use Brussels sprouts as a punishment.
Oh no.
And it was like, if you're bad, you're going to have to eat Brussels sprouts. And I would pretend like I hated them, like they were the worst thing ever. And so whenever I get in trouble, she'd force me to eat Brussels sprouts. And I thought I was the cleverest kid ever, because I'd be sitting there like, oh no, I don't want to eat them.
You pulled a Briar Rabbit.
A what?
A Briar Rabbit?
I don't know what that means, but
okay.
Yes.
So Briar Rabbit's a series of like children's like moral
Bedtime
fairy
tales?
tales kind
Okay.
of. I don't think they're Aesop's fables. I don't think they're that old. I don't really know the history behind them, but when the Briar Rabbit's thing was, he lives in a briar patch.
Okay.
And the briar patch is like too small for, I think it's like a fox or something that's trying to get him. So he's like, oh no, don't throw me in there. It's his home. It's like it's all spiky and pokey, and you hate it in there. And he's like, haha, I'll throw you in the briar patch. And so he throws him in the briar patch, and he's like, hey, I'm home.
Yeah. Me and Briar had some things in common.
It's Brussels sprouts? No, it's not. Is it?
I feel like we're being lied to.
No.
Oh my
flipping
goodness
way.
gracious, they're correct.
What?
Oh, not Jackie Chan. Why would you do this to me?
Why? Now I'm gonna have to change the way I say it.
I'm not going to.
I didn't
Because
realize
the
that they're
essence-
literally cabbages. I always thought they tasted like little baby cabbages. They are actually little baby cabbages.
Wait, what?
They're a cultivar group of cabbages. I mean, so they're cabbages that have been cultivated to be grown small. They were probably originally cultivated in ancient Rome. I'm mad that they're Brussels sprouts.
Well, see, here's the S is at the end, so it kind of lines up with the other S, so Brussels sprouts. Kind of, you don't know if I said it right or not.
Oh. Consuming Brussels sprouts in excess may not be suitable for people taking anticoagulants, since they contain vitamin K, a blood clotting factor. In one incident, eating too many Brussels sprouts led to hospitalization for an individual on blood thinning therapy. That's important for me to know because my dad's on blood thinners.
Okay.
Having them over for dinner. I mean, it's I think he's still on blood. He had a stroke when I was in high school, and so they, just to prevent blood clotting, they had him on blood thinners for a long time. I don't know if he's still on them. Actually, I should check.
He's coming over. You could ask him. Or not. I won't tell you how to live your life.
So, boiling reduces the levels of sulforaphane, a phytochemical under basic research for its potential biological properties. Does that mean it's good or bad? But it talks about steaming, microwaving, or stir frying do not cause a significant loss. The way it talks about it as a loss makes it sound like they're good.
I was going to say, contextually speaking, I don't know why I said contextually like I said it, but here we are. The clues kind of led towards it was positive, but I don't actually know.
Sorry, you put me on an ADHD rabbit hole of like, oh, what does this word mean? Anyway, Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna not be able to say it the wrong way anymore. It's gonna haunt me, and I hate it. You have a new actually.
No, there's never a new actually.
My wife got so
Never.
mad when my daughters started saying that. Because apparently I say it a lot and I don't even notice. The family that I grew up in, grabbing a dictionary or encyclopedia while we were at the dinner table was a every night occurrence. To be like, oh wait, I know a fact about this, but we always backed it up with research. It was never it was never just an off the cuff thing, which is funny. The difference between the family I grew up in and the family my wife grew up in. Because my father-in-law and brother-in-law like to be like when I say something, and then I go and look it up and I'm like, no, they were wrong. We were talking about moose. Moose lose their antlers every year. Yeah. And they grow them back every year. And they can get up to 6 feet long. Sometimes they grow an inch a day.
Have you ever seen them when they're in like the furry stage?
They're always fuzzy.
I thought they were like right before they lost them, they stopped being fuzzy.
Oh, maybe. I've never actually seen the ones that they lose. All right, we're playing a game here, though. The thing I want to bring up about Brussels sprouts is that they have recently, like in my lifetime, become better tasting.
Mm-hmm.
People like in my parents' generation didn't like them because apparently they tasted really gross, but they've been selectively breeding them and they've gotten better at it in recent years. And Brussels sprouts are now starting to taste less bitter and more sweet, I guess. And I just like them. I think they're tasty. I like the little cabbages.
I like it when they're a little bit crispy.
Yes, that's why we don't steam Brussels sprouts, or at least I don't steam Brussels sprouts. I always throw them in the oven and get that nice little crunchy layer around them. I mean, it's like French fries, but a lot
better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not just starch that has absorbed a bunch of oil.
So this is
this experience is beautiful.
It is. I was just like having a fun time like looking at all this stuff. Oh, I see a winners board. I see SSDW. What is all this about?
I like that guy's hammer. I want to ask him where he got it so I can get one for myself.
It is a very big hammer. All right.
I want a big hammer.
Let's figure out. I feel like these guards were like trying to keep us out. Oh, but they are saying welcome. They're saying welcome very aggressively.
Very
Welcome
odd
to
way to
Old
keep somebody out.
Welcome,
Enjoy your time here, human.
or else. Ooh, this nice little boat. It appears to be powered. We can swim.
What's powered?
The boat. It's got little water wheels on the side.
Oh. Or is it powering something else?
I mean, I suppose while it's anchored, you could. It could be a hybrid, right? It's like when you press on the brakes and it recharges your battery. It could be like that. When you're anchored, the wheels just spin and charge up the motor.
I like that idea.
We got a wizard. Wait, do they have wizard powered elevators? Is this guy's job just to make a rock levitate so we can go up to the top?
I spent 5 years in wizarding school to make commoners go up and down.
Without a ladder or stairs.
You just hear the derision in his voice.
Have you what's the guy from Firefly who's in all the Disney movies now? Alan Tudyk?
Alan Tudyk?
The behind the scenes for Moana. He was talking about how he did all the different like chicken sounds, and he just looks at the camera and goes, I went to Juilliard. And you can hear him die inside. But at least, he's got a stable gig, right? There's always going to be animals in Disney movies making sound effects, right?
Alan Tudyk is in everything. Everything. His role, I think he was K2SO, in Rogue One Star Wars movie, was simply phenomenal. Like next level amazing. He's also. Have you seen the show Resident Alien?
Not yet. It's on my watch list.
There is a scene in one of the episodes. I cannot get over. Every time I think about it, I just start laughing like I just did. But he's arguing with this little kid. Like, I think he's like 8, 9, 10 years old. And the kid says something he doesn't like, and he just spits on him.
There's a cult underneath this church. We just went into this chapel, and it's like, oh, it's all nice in this chapel. And then you go downstairs, and there's an altar to Cthulhu.
Why not? I mean, you gotta use your basement for something. And you don't know if that's an altar to Cthulhu. Maybe it's warding Cthulhu off. Maybe it's like we're getting deeper here.
That's typically why people put an image of something.
Yeah.
Item
I mean,
like that.
It could happen. That door's big enough for, not Cthulhu.
Oh, there's nothing up there. far down does this church go? It's like a whole monastery down here. Whoa. Whoa, what is this guy? Like, get out of the bookshelf. Get out of there.
Oh.
He's got a weird hand.
I think your hands are probably pretty weird too.
It's like big and has a... Oh, hello, dragon dude. Wait. Okay, I can't get through the door, but he can.
He has a key card.
I wonder
It's employee entry only, Alex. It's the break room. Come on, man.
I wonder if we're gonna get that fixed again.
It's funny, they won't let you in the break room, but hey, come and lay down on our beds. No big deal.
All right, visit the tavern, and while you're there, why not go for a beer? Okay, I guess we should probably do some quests, right? I'm just having fun running around. This
It's a
tavern
fun
is
experience.
ginormous. This place is huge.
I mean, they're
they-
planning for max capacity,
Are
Alex.
Roxy Nickel and I am Nagul having a fight?
It looks like it. Yeah,
Which is funny. I noticed that I am Nagul and Roxy Miguel are always like roasting each other in the chat on other people's streams.
You think they may be friends?
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit of homie going on. This fight looks like it's
Frenemies.
gonna last a while.
Yeah, they're really pulling all their punches.
Mm.
Ooh, look at this wizard.
Mm.
He's got a cross eye. Like, not that his eyes are crossed, but literally his eye is a cross.
Mm-hmm. It's a little rude, Alex.
Little plus sign.
You don't know. Maybe he's a little sensitive. He's like, oh man, that's
I
the
think it
one
looks
thing
cool.
I'm sensitive about.
It looks awesome. Give me a beer. He is not giving me a beer. Maybe it's because I don't... Oh, wait. We've got iron, wood, beer, and points. Maybe we need to have points in order to buy a beer.
Mm.
Take this beer to a table. Any table?
You're like, hey, give me a beer. He's like, no. Like, I need a job. He's like, hey, would you take this beer to someone? You're like, that's just rude. And what table am I taking it to?
Oh,
Just
there we
any
go.
table?
Aha. We got... Wait. I got a beer and a... I'm confused now.
He gave you a tip.
Yeah, but my point went up for beers.
He gave you a beer point.
Is the currency here beers?
I would like a beer. That'll cost you one beer.
Well, I think maybe it's more like the coins are called beers.
Mm.
I can just keep on getting more beers.
I don't know why you're taking these to anybody's table. You should just be drinking them.
I could just keep on giving the same person a beer over and over again.
Do not overserve them, Alex. That's irresponsible.
But they keep giving me money, which I
That's
think I can
generally
use
how
to
it
buy
works.
beers. Okay. What's this? We got a little roulette wheel. Not roulette. Or I guess, well, he calls it roulette. 500 Ashra coins. You should work a bit more to earn some coins. Yeah, I would need to... It'd take a while for me to get to 500.
500 beers?
I think so.
That's too many beers. They use Patty's pub dollars? Says, I am Jackie Chan. I am not Jackie Chan over on YouTube.
Oh, there's a exclamation point in the distance here. That means that there's a quest. Let's find our quest.
That's the fire escape, Alex. You can't use that right now.
Oh, that's a scary looking wolf man. Oh, is this guy like a living bomb? What is he? He looks cool.
I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah. He's the grain glitcher. I'm going to bring my friends to this world. Can you help me find 30 grains, please?
I feel like we shouldn't allow him to bring his friends until we do some sort of a background check.
Little fairies. Search for the 30 grains. Oh, these things. Ta-da. Ta-da. I can't take that one, apparently.
He's already here. You got to find the ones that are like halfway here.
Hmm.
Now, makes the elevator go up, elevator monkey.
Soul beer. Find the 10 soul coins and return to Vindel. Wait. I got another quest. I think so. Sometimes, depending on how your messages are set up, sometimes. Oh, these guards are knocked out. That's not good.
They may not be knocked out. They would just be tired.
Depending on how the messages are set up, it's possible for other players to activate a quest for me.
Okay.
Which can be disorienting. Ooh, just coins laying around.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You need coins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says find the 30 soul coins and return to Vindel.
I think that's what I just picked up in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Who's locking up the jesters and the troubadours?
What's a troubadour?
They're like a person that, like a medieval guitarist,
Oh, okay.
like a bard, kind of. I think.
Gotcha.
What do you think of the suggestion of a quest overview tab in the menu? Yes, absolutely. I want it.
Mm-hmm.
We need a quest menu that shows. So what we need is in the quests, or the objectives menu for creators. There needs to be a toggle option about whether the quest is listed in the quest list. So you could have like hidden quests, basically, or like secret quests. And then you need the quest menu to show quests that are available and ones that you've activated. So like, I guess it would depend on how you want the game set up, but the way we have like the unlocked quests, I think you would use something like that to say, hey, this quest is not started yet, but it's one that you could start if you go and talk to such and such. Or it could be hidden, so that way you don't know until you get it that the quest is there. And then there would be totally blind quests where like it uses the functions of the quest mechanic, but it doesn't show up in the quest listing at all. And I think just having those options for creators, that way they can kind of customize the way players discover quests, would be helpful. And then
Having a little bit of customization there sounds like would be really helpful.
yeah, and you want to be able to see completed quests too.
Yes. Lauren Soul says, new suggestion. What Alex said on stream, 155. Agreed.
55, is that the time right now?
The time that you said what you said. stream. I have a puppy that is asking to play.
I had my neighbor. He has like a fenced-in area for her dog,
Okay.
which is fine. But when I went to park, and I park like kind of next to her fenced-in area, her dog was sitting on her back porch with no fence, and it is like I think it's a chocolate lab. It is big, like you know, could put its paws up on my shoulders and stand like at my height, kind of big. And so it started barking when I parked, and then ran up to my car. So I'm just sitting there, like waiting for her to come outside and realize that her dog is loose and unattended to. And because he's like jumping on the side of my vehicle, and like, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna open my door to find out what happens. She came out apologizing, like, I didn't even realize he was outside. Like, that didn't make it sound better. So she brought him back in, and then I was able to put away my groceries in peace.
See me, I would be flinging the door open before the car even stopped, and you know, sometimes that's not the best decision.
I think you get along better with dogs than I do. I've had too many traumatic childhood experiences with dogs.
I've worked with dogs for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some pretty traumatic childhood experiences with dogs as well. But yeah, I think yours have kind of trumped mine. Like, I've got a little scar over my eyebrow where I got bit by a Dalmatian, and I've
heard Dalmatians are mean. Like,
this one was.
Yeah.
I've also had experiences with some Dalmatians that were just the sweetest little things too. So,
like, I have the association with like 101 Dalmatians and firemen using Dalmatians, but I've heard that most people like don't know how to raise Dalmatians, so the Dalmatians you encounter in the wild are not a great experience. I'm having a hard time finding all these grains. They're far flung. I thought the first few were like all in a row, and I thought it was going to be like follow the path of them. And then I'm finding that they're actually much more spread out around this space than I thought they were.
My old neighbor she bred big dogs, and she had a bunch of, I believe they were Akitas and some Dalmatians, and the Akitas, they look like they're a little more on the vicious side, especially the ones that she bred. And the Dalmatians look like the sweetest little things. And the one that bit me was one of the Dalmatians. And I remember, like, when the Dalmatian bit me, I think I was like 9 or 10 years old. The Akitas, like these big, scary looking dogs, like came to my aid and like put themselves between me and the Dalmatian as it was like playing out. It was wild. Like, sometimes you look at dogs and you're just like, oh, that one's the scary one, and then they're the big fluffy one.
They're big and scary because they're protective.
I'm a big fan of Akitas.
Sounds like Akitas are a big fan of you. All right.
Oh, you know what?
Ooh, there's like an egg hidden up here.
Where did it go?
Okay, I can't seem to get through. I don't think I'm supposed to go there. More eggs. Can I collect these eggs? This has a very MMO feel to it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So with better optimization and hopefully like some saving mechanic features that will allow you to, like, you know, if you farm things, that'll keep the value of like what you picked up. I am excited for more MMO style gameplay where we can explore a metaverse of interlinking games with their various quests. That's what I'm excited for. Where are the rest of your seed buddies? I don't know. Can I go down here? Enter mine. Whoa. Whoa. Ah, there's other areas.
What'd you find?
I am now in the mines. I found a teleporter.
Nice.
Takes me underground. Oh, it's big dark. How far back does this go?
Forever.
Oh, hello, Cthulhu picture. Wait, is this the other side of the church door? Yep, there's the dragon dude. This is... I wonder if that opens up with a quest. I feel
Which
like...
would be very MMO.
Oh, that... I don't like that. No. I
Why?
think we're gonna... No, we're good. We're gonna not go that way. Oh, apparently... So I have asteroid coins at the top. Apparently I've been earning... Was I earning those with the beers? I'm confused. Oh, can we mine? I don't have a pickaxe. There's a little bar above these things. I think you can mine those.
Punch it.
I tried. I have no punching.
Hmm.
Oh wait.
There's people watching people mine things.
Oh, they're holding the pickaxe. This is feeling even more MMO now. I'm remembering playing like RuneScape and running around mining things.
There's a free pickaxe back at the beginning of the train tracks.
You mean minecart tracks?
Yeah, sure. The tracks. The things that you know what I'm talking about.
Where?
There it is.
Oh,
There it
I
is.
see it. Can I? It appears to be stuck.
Oh.
Womp womp. I imagine I have like, a
Balderdash.
quest to do before I get to that.
Yeah.
Depends if we swim up.
You get good cardio? Psst.
What? We got a winner.
Psst.
Who's our winner?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Congratulations goes out to Artisfly. You have won Wizzy's Orange Hat. Congratulations, my friend. Wear it with pride. Also, I hope you like orange because that's the only color it comes in.
What's in there?
I mean, actually, it comes in a lot of different colors, but this one that we're giving
other
away
hats in
is
other colors, but the when we say it's
an
an orange
orange.
hat, it's only orange.
Yes,
You
We're
can
not
get the
gonna
orange
customize
hat
the
in any
color for
color
you.
as long as it's orange.
exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Thank
these are the
you,
pickaxe. This is what you were looking at, maybe.
Artificial. Artificial.
Okay, so we can grab that. Now I can forget quests. I'm all about the mining. Oh, nice. You mine pre-purified ingots of of iron.
Okay.
Sweet though. All right, I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna have like 1 million iron ingots when I come back. So something like this, typically an MMO will have like a cooldown on these things, so that way you have to come back to them later. So you just don't get like, right now it's infinite iron glitch time because I can just keep on doing that forever. I don't think, do these mine anything? Oh, maybe I need the upgraded thing for that. So yeah, usually there will be some sort of cooldown, and then you'll have players who have to, kind of wait their turn. Yeah, but this is. Oh, I want MMO so bad. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really play MMOs anymore because I don't have time for that.
100%.
it is like a thing that I miss, and I'd be more interested in building an MMO based on something like this. Like this.
Yeah.
I'm less interested in playing MMOs now so much as I'm interested in like having a tool like the Sandbox where I could build an MMO, especially if I could connect it with other game mechanics. Ooh, what's in here? Another coin. So when I serve the beer, so I'm at 230 right now. When I serve the beers, am I getting money for that? I am. I was getting 10 Ashura coins, as well as a beer. I don't think it's supposed to give me the beer when I do that. I'm pretty sure the customer is supposed to be drinking the beer. But, you know, if they want to share their beer with me, I'm not.
One for him, one for you.
Yeah. One for you, two for me. I keep on accidentally spawning. That's another thing to watch out for, is how close you put your interactions together. Because as I'm trying to pick up the beers, I'm accidentally interacting with him, which is making him spawn more beers.
I mean, more beers is never a bad thing.
True.
Oh no, more beer.
This wizard is having so much beer. No wonder he's got that
like,
cross-eyed.
This is the best tavern ever. Magic for everyone.
I mean, he is paying for it.
Yes. Right now with gold and tomorrow with his headache.
All right. I don't think that I'm going to be able to find the rest of these seeds before I need to wait. What?
Before it's Brussels time.
Wait. Why am I? Is this open? Why am I following
That's a
through this?
wonderful question, Alex.
What is down here? Oh, it's just a compartment. It's a little Millennium Falcon hidey hole.
The best kind of hidey
I
hole.
only need 2 more of these coins. Where are they? 2 more coins. What does lever do? Oh. I can create an iron plate with the iron that I mined? What? I don't know what I do with iron plate now, but I've got it.
I'd say throw it like a frisbee.
That sounds
Nothing
like
bad could possibly happen.
Nothing bad ever happened when you just threw a piece of iron through the air.
Captain America throws a metal disc all the time and nothing bad ever happens. So I think we're good.
Wait, where's this? Where's this taking me? Loading destination data? Wait, that's what it... no! Cancel! Cancel! I think that was trying to take me to another gate.
You can tell it to knock it off.
Yeah.
Say, hey, Portal. Stupid.
Alright, I don't think I'm gonna find those last 2 coins unless they're in this building here. 'Cause that's where I'm trying to get to. Wait, I haven't been up here, have I? Alright. There's definitely a lot more to like discover in this space, which I would like to give proper time to do, but if you haven't checked this game out, you should, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on. I think they might need a little bit of logic cleanup based on me getting that quest when I don't remember asking for a quest, but other than that, this is looking pretty cool. You get to mine stuff. That's always a fun time. Alright, let's all gather up at the entrance for a Mage raid. I see there's 16 people in here right now. Let's all stand in front of... Let's stand on the bridge. And let's get on our best wizarding gear. All right. Everybody here? Anybody else? Anybody still in the mines? Might want to slash respawn.
Good call. To say they're not here. They're in the mines. They're stuck there forever.
Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks. Welcome. Ian, the IT guy, running up. Uner. All right. 16 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Jackie,
10.
you're not supposed to leave the bar with the
11.
alcohol, but you know, security didn't stop you, so whatever.
All right. We might have a few stragglers, but I think this is most of everybody. Let's go ahead
Yeah, a
and
good amount of people in this one.
let's sit down. It's easier to see all of your names if you're sitting. There we go. Oh no! CryptoLocker just jumped into the river.
And they're gone.
All right. Let me see if I can get it framed so I can see all your wizard hats. All right. I'm going to do slash users in the chat. Look at all those names. All right.
So many names.
Screenshot. Well, thank you, everybody. Barberson Art says the game needs a tutorial area. Yeah, I think I kind of agree. Either that or somebody right at the start who's like a guide, like a Wizzy, a metaverse guide to tell everybody what's up. Play game for fun says too late. On my way. Are you in the game? Wait. Play game for fun. Are you already in here? I don't see you. We'll hang out for a second while I talk. So yeah, I would say some sort of like tutorial quest system so that way people get used to so they know what's available, because this is a very rich world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my tendency, unless there's specifically like a tutorial thing at the start, even if there is a tutorial thing at the start, is just to start running around and doing stuff. And when there's so much going on, it could be easy to get kind of lost. But I think it's a really cool, vibrant space that would be deserving of spending many hours in.
Yeah, it's got a complete feel to it. I mean, I'm not saying it's complete or finished, because I feel like most games that developers will say it's never truly finished. But this has a very the look and the vibe for it all has a very complete feel.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you, Lucas. I will be releasing the leaderboards later tonight. I'll update it with the scores from today, as well as there were some bonus points that I took when we did stealth mage raids that I need to add to that. So we will see you on Tuesday for another building stream. And I hope you all have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.
We're going to see if there's anybody we can raid. Not sure.
I'm not seeing anyone. Bitbox says Temio. One second, let me give a little search.
Is Temio online? We're still on the air, by the way. We're just vibing with this nice music.
This doesn't. I don't. Huh? I don't think. Is Temio live right now?
Yeah, I don't see anybody up. Is it Temio Sand Squad? It doesn't say that they're online.
It's now he's offline. Thanks,
Okay.
BitFox.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you next time.